This next act, Kev, where are you from?
Cork.
Oh, you're from Cork, like where in Cork?
The Loch.
Explains it all. This next act is, he's actually an old friend, a really good guy, and the last time I saw him perform was maybe like a year ago, when we were gigging on the streets of Cork City because all the pubs were closed and we were fucking desperate. So I'm really excited to see him performing in action again. Guys, put your hands together for Kevin Smith.
So first off, for the guys in the back, who I don't know can't read, there's one who dressed the shirt which you can't really see. It says "trained by lesbians" on it. It's true, I am. I had kind of a weird pandemic at the start of it. I was adopted forcibly by a group of not straight, not men. And they've kindly allowed me out of the attic this evening on the condition that I wear this. It's really more of a property of type thing. You know, but luckily I was able to convince them not to make me to wear a dog collar. Figured it was a little unnecessary. So instead we get this, which is just a modestly priced sweatshirt from H&M. So I think it's an upgrade. So I think apparently it's also meant to signal to straight women that I've been like vetted. But apparently, in reality, all it's been doing is signaling to straight men that they could kick my ass in a fight, which, to be honest, I don't think needed to be pointed out. Okay, lads, don't have to out of that one. That's what I mean. But yeah, I learned a lot of things that summer. They taught me about a lot of things that I still have nightmares about. Not least of which was the fact that we hate men. We hate men, apparently. Sorry, lads. But yeah, I think that's why I fit in with them so well at the very start, you know, because there's something we had in common. The only difference there being they hated men kind of as a general rule, whereas I just hated myself. Now, I have to say, for the record, that that's just a joke. I mean, it's not, but I have to say it. Because apparently getting up on stage and making jokes like that isn't funny, and it's not healthy. So now what they have me doing is all these like meditations to like get in touch with my feelings or whatever the fuck, and none of it makes sense. Like last week I came home and I was really angry. I don't know about what, I'm sure I had a good reason. And to get me to calm down, to try to teach me to get in touch with these feelings, they decided I needed to do an oil painting of a frog. What the fuck was that, lads? That didn't teach me shit. I mean, yeah, like it calmed me down, but it didn't fucking teach me anything. The only thing that taught me was that gay bitches love frogs. Because if I've learned anything over the past year, it's that. I learned that and what a mooncock is. Anyone here? Notice the ladies exclusively laughing at that one. These lads trying to figure it out between them. Do you know what that is, guys? You do? Oh, Big Ken knows what it is. So anyone who doesn't, Google that shit when we're done. It's fucking very entertaining. That's how I spent my lockdown. You know, when I wasn't reading up on the newest modern menstruation technology, I was busy occupying myself with a fanatical obsession with Funky the Dolphin. I'd just like to point out that was the smoothest transition between bits in comedy history. I bet no one fucking noticed that even. So for those of you who don't know, Funky the Dolphin, he appeared in Jingle Day in 1983. Ray's already laughing because he knows this is fucking dope. And so for reasons that were unknown to me, it became the thing around which Dingle is centered, and like it's really, Dingle, if you've ever been, it's really funky town. Yeah, that's the Jackson's just in there. Actually, lads, don't turn on the fucking dryer, it's super loud. Piss away, I don't care, just don't turn on the dryer. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Dingle. So we get back on topic now. So it's funky town, you know, you can take a funky themed tour of the town, cruise at the harbour, and at the end of the day, kick your feet up at a pub that is, you guessed it, funky themed. Now, for those of you who don't track the wildlife, the habits of bizarre local wildlife, which, let's be honest, I hope is most of you, you might have heard the reports. Why is there glass on the stage, Ross? That's very not today. You might have heard the reports that came out in 2020 that fungi was reported to be dead. hold on, we're fucking getting to it, lads. Fucking stole the ball. So, but I actually don't think he died last year. I think he's been the subject of numerous cover-ups and actually died 20 years ago. Now, why do I think that, you might ask? Because the average lifespan of a bottlenose dolphin is 20 years. Now, fungi showed up in 1983, and I may have done past maths, but I think that's a little more than 20 years. So very quickly, I've got 3 theories that we're going to go through as to why I think what's the story's been. Theory the first, fungi's real, but they've just been swapping them out. Different dolphins. Now, this is really a genius plan if you think about it. Because I don't know about you, but I don't think if you put 2 dolphins next to each other, I could tell the difference. You might just call me a sea racist, and I'd be right. I don't think I'm doing it wrong. But we're going to skip over the second theory, because I'm running out of time and it wasn't that funny. But the last one is that fungi's not real, and he's never been real, because I've never met fungi. I don't know anyone who ever has. Has anyone here ever met Fungi the dolphin? Yeah. Someone said, yeah, see, that's how bad this has gotten. Dingle copped onto me, and they sent their after. I can see you shouting the big dogs there. So when you leave it there, lads, I'm going to say about that.